Hello everyone, it's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. Aptera just released this picture today on Facebook and Twitter, and I think this is what they plan on doing for the next 2 weeks until fully charged, is releasing these little teaser images, little by little, dripping them out and not giving any real information because I think they want to save all the good stuff for the big reveal when everyone is there, and we're gonna get a ton of information at the fully after the fully charged event. Until then, I think we're gonna have to just be happy with these little teasers. But anyway, this is the picture they released today, and it's gorgeous. Um, I hadn't really looked at it very carefully, but I went back and looked at some of the videos, and you can get glimpses of this. But the previous pictures I had seen made it look like this area was clear, but now I realize what happens is there's this clear plastic here, and the orange lights are embedded deep in there, so you can only see it as orange from the back angle. If you look at it from the side, you don't see orange, it looks clear. Or if you look at kind of from the front angle, it looks clear. And a couple other things that I noticed from this picture is look at the fit and finish of this thing. It is so good. The seams are so tight. The fit and finish on this looks amazing. So if the production vehicles are anything like this, it's going to be amazing. Now, obviously, this is a handmade prototype, so maybe they're just doing an extra good job, but the fit and finish is amazing. Also, this is the difference. This bumper area, which is supposed to be made of EVA foam, on the renders looked kind of matte and looked like foam, but these look like it's very shiny. So I don't know if this is still EVA foam that's just painted to look shiny, or if they've decided to change the material. All right, so yeah, so here's the angle, the other angle, and if you look at it, it looks clear. But if you look at it from the back angle, I think you can see that this is orange. The other thing is there is this little circle right here. And initially, I thought that this was maybe some kind of just screw cover for the screws that hold this in. But I think that's a little less likely. Someone told me that they think that these are ultrasonic parking sensors. And yeah, I looked at, they kind of do look like ultrasonic parking sensors. So that would be a good place to have them too, because it's on the outriggers. And I looked at this picture again and see on the renders, if you look at the renders of the so let's go back and look at the renders. If you look at the renders here, see this is this EVA foam that looks like foam and kind of matte on the renders. There's a foam here, and I think that's to protect this from road debris. And this part is foam. And so these are the renders. Same thing here, you see they don't look shiny. This I thought was interesting. So we know this is a render, but the render makes it look like there's kind of some scuffing here. Very realistic looking render there. So if you look at this is the actual gamma. These areas are shiny. So it's either not EVA foam or it's EVA foam that's been painted to look shiny. That's what I'm guessing it is. So that's good. This made me also think about people ask about bumpers in some comments, and obviously Aptera doesn't really have bumpers because in order to have bumpers, you would kind of ruin the aerodynamics of it. These foam things act as bumpers. Like if someone rear-ended you, more than likely this would be the point of impact of a bumper, unless it's a big SUV or something that rear-ended you, then this would be the point of impact. The thing is it looks like this back part. So the main composite body ends here, and this back part looks like it would be a replaceable module. So hopefully, if you get rear-ended here, hopefully, as long as it's not very hard, you wouldn't take much damage because it's just foam and it would compress. But if it was hard enough to damage this foam, then this foam should be pretty easy and cheap to replace. And then if you damage this area, this would be a module that you could replace without having to replace the whole body. And if you look at the front, this front cone area also is a separate module, and you could replace this as well. If you were to get hit on one of these outrigger wheel motors, I believe that if you get hit hard enough, you would shear off the wheel. Um, and I think that would necessitate replacing the hub motor probably. And I don't know if they're designing this thing so that the shear point is here or the shear point is here. And I think they probably should design it so the shear point is here, because if they make the shear point here, that's going to ruin the body, and then you have to do some body work. If you just make it so impact here causes shearing here, then you just have to replace the motor, and that would be a little bit, and maybe the control arms and stuff, and that'd be a little bit cheaper than having to replace the body and the front chassis here. So I think that overall, the shape of this, like we talked about in the one of the early videos about safety, it makes it very safe. And so, like front offset crashes, which are usually pretty dangerous crashes for most conventional cars, because it causes intrusion of the wheel well and things into the passenger cabin, a front offset would just shear off the wheel and be very safe. And I think as long as they make it shear here, the cost to fix it wouldn't be too great. And I imagine the engineers are smarter than I am, and they would have designed it that way. Or if they design it a different way, they know something I don't know, which is highly likely. But anyways, this is the picture they released today. It just looks like a little jewel to me. Looks amazing. I can't. I'm pretty excited about it. Every time they release a little teaser picture, I look at it and I think the fit and finish is awesome. It looks great, and I really like that they decided to paint this and make it shiny rather than leaving it as the matte EVA foam. Because I think this looks a little. It doesn't look great. This was not a great look. Um, Initially when I saw it, I just thought, it's not bad. I didn't love it, but it's not bad. But now that I see it painted and shiny, that just looks way better. Okay. All right. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Do you like, what do you imagine the price of replacing these body panels or the in-wheel motors here on the outriggers are? And is there some reason that they would design it to shear inboard rather than outboard um, when in the case of an impact? All right, look forward to your comments. Thanks for watching. Thanks as always to our supporting members, and have a great day, everyone.